Hey guys, today I am going to make a sweet potato Alfredo sauce and pasta. I'm not going to be using any cheese. However, there is some dairy in the cream of onion soup, which is my base. I'm going to put this in, but you can also make this vegan by sauteing up some, by sauteing some onion in about one large onion in a cup of almond milk. It'll make it creamy. Not quite exactly the same, but close enough. So this is 1 can of cream of onion soup. And I'm adding 1 cup of veggie stock to it. My heat's on like medium low. Just gauge your pot. This pot gets very hot quickly. And I'm going to keep some extra stock on the side for when we cook the pasta. If it seems a little dry, we'll add some more in. So what I'm going to do is stir this till it's kind of smooth. It only takes a minute. You can see how beautiful. It's already becoming like a white creamy sauce. This does not have cheese in it, like I said, but it is, a cream-based sauce that has butter, I believe, and probably something else. Then what I'm going to do is I have already cooked 2 small sweet potatoes. Dump them in. And use a potato masher to mash them up. They're already cooked. You can cook them in the microwave. You can cook them in the oven, however's easier. You can even buy canned, although I prefer to make fresh, but sometimes canned is really good. Just make sure there's not any crazy ingredients in it. You want it to be all sweet potato or even pumpkin. You could do this. Now the fall is here, we could do pumpkin. Sounds kind of good, actually. So we're just gonna mash this up. To the consistency that you want. I like it smooth. I mean, you'll have pieces of onion and maybe a little piece of sweet potato. And then you can just gauge. We will need more broth to cook the pasta. If we cook the pasta in the same dish, which we are, we'll need more broth. I am putting a tiny, tiny pinch of nutmeg. A little goes a very long way. It's very strong. And quite a bit of fresh ground pepper. I just eyeball it, but probably about half a teaspoon and then taste it. It offsets the sweetness of the sweet potatoes. This looks like a delicious creamy, it almost can pass for mac and cheese. Actually, pretty easily. So if you want to try it with the kids, give it a whirl. I say go for it. So now, let me just make sure I got some mashed. Get the good mashing in those sweet potatoes. Once you have the pasta in here, obviously it's harder to do it. If it's very chunky, which it really shouldn't be for 2 small ones, but you could always, if you're making a bigger batch, you can use an immersion blender, which I do have, but no sense dirtying it. I don't mind some little chunks. Okay. Now what we do is put the pasta directly in here, so we don't have to dirty another pot. Plus, cooking the pasta in the sauce really flavors the pasta much better than just adding it separately, especially since we're cooking it in stock. Okay. What we're going to do is just add a pound of pasta, your favorite, linguine, fettuccine. This is bucatini, only because that's what I have. It actually takes a little longer than cook. Angel hair is good. Any long spaghetti type pasta that you like is perfectly fine. Now we're going to add stock to cover the pasta. It's okay if it's not 100% covered right now, because when we cover it and the pasta starts to get a little soft, we have to stir it. And we'll constantly stir it so it cooks as we do it. Be right back. So I got some more stock. I'm just going to just to the base of the pasta. Put some more in. Probably I wound up all together about 3 cups. And I'm going to cover the pasta and give it like only 2 or 3 minutes so that the pasta is tender. Okay, so about 3 minutes have passed. I'm going to check on the pasta if it is movable. Stir the sauce around the pasta. Still needs a couple minutes. This is thick bucatini. Like I said, it's sort of like a straw. So if you had spaghetti or angel hair or something, 3 minutes is probably enough, but this is going to need a couple more minutes before I can actually stir it. Okay, we're back, and you could see the sauce is getting thicker and creamier. And all I'm doing is, with my tongs, moving the pasta around pretty regularly. At this point, it's almost done. And really now, it's just to whatever consistency you like your pasta. I like mine a little al dente, a little firm. If you like yours softer, by all means cook it another minute. But it's basically ready now whenever you feel your pasta is ready. So I'm just going to keep on stirring. Mine will probably need another 2 minutes or so. But you can see the sauce has gone nice and creamy. The stock has incorporated in with the onion soup and sweet potatoes. So delicious. And I'm just turning my pasta until it's done. So I'm just mixing, and you can see how the pasta has really taken on some of that liquid. It's nice and creamy. So at this point, it's important to stir a lot. And also lower the heat if you think it's going to stick, because this is a creamy sauce, sort of like a mac and cheese consistency. So, you know, and so you don't want it to stick to the bottom of the pot. So lower the heat a little bit to like a medium low and keep stirring. Okay, so now I want to plate it up. If you're having a fancy party, by all means use fancy dish. I am not. I am actually making a mess. But, you know, give yourself a nice portion. Or 2. I'm going to fill mine up to the top just so that you guys can see. And I can take a picture of it after I make it all pretty. And then just take it away from the heat, the pot. Remove it from the heat. And what you want to do with this is maybe sprinkle a little parsley on top just for some green. You know, make it pretty. And add salt and pepper too, however you like it. I am sure I'll probably add a little salt and pepper because I love salt and pepper. But there you go. Simple. 15 minutes, 1 dish, and it's very healthy. Very good for you. So enjoy. Until next time.